Whenever you hear yourself or a friend use a phrase like that, stop and rephrase it in positive terms. For example, instead of "I can't do such and such," use "I can learn how to do such and such," or "I haven't learned to do such and such yet." There's no fixed meaning in life except the meaning that we bring to it. So let's make your life brighter by looking at things that you've got going for you. Positive thinking becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Every time we pay attention to something, we energize its presence within us. If we pay attention to negative thoughts, we just make them stronger. So they crop up more and more often. But when we pay attention to positive thoughts, we strengthen them so that they return to our consciousness more and more often. Whatever you pay attention to returns to your awareness more and more frequently. So it's vitally important to acknowledge and concentrate on your successes, great and small, and what's really healthy and rewarding around you. Remember, you always get more of what you focus on in life. Here's a way of focusing that power. These questions direct your mind to what's positive in your life, so in order to answer them, you have to experience some of the good feelings that go with the answer. Every morning, ask yourself, what do I feel happiest about in my life? Who or what in my life makes me feel most loved? Who or what in my life makes me feel richest? And if you don't know the answers to these questions yet, ask yourself instead, what could I feel happiest about? Who or what in my life could make me feel richer, happier, or more confident? When you were a child, you may have seen a model railway in a shop window. The train would go round and round the window, across the front and into a tunnel, and then out of the tunnel on the other side, across the front of the window, back into the tunnel, and so on. The conscious mind is a bit like the window. We see the train of our thoughts when it crosses the front of the mind, but the train carries on out of sight and pulls whatever we've seen through the tunnel, the unconscious mind. If we put positive thoughts onto that train when we see it, when it's in our conscious mind, it will automatically take them into the unconscious mind again and again. So whenever you think of yourself, think of your successful self, and the automatic, incessant train of our thoughts will take that positive picture of yourself to your unconscious, and slowly but surely, your fundamental view of yourself will improve, and it will become natural to think of yourself as successful, competent, and confident. Another part of making room for confidence in our life is accepting that there is risk. This may sound odd at first. After all, we often wish that we had so much confidence that we could avoid risk. But confidence isn't knowledge. If we know we can do something, we don't need confidence. We can just do it. We only have confidence if we are not entirely sure, not 100% sure of success, and yet we still have a go. That's the essence of confidence. When there's no risk, there's only certainty. Confidence only comes when there's risk. So we must embrace the risk, recognize it, and realize that it has a place in your life. In fact, it is because of the risk that you can value your achievements, because you achieved them in the face of risk. This is why you can feel good about every step on your path to confidence. Each step is a risk, however small. And as you get used to having confidence, you will realize that you get used to having risks. Risks don't go away. We just learn that we can face it and deal with it. And as we do so, we become more powerful. We learn we can achieve our goals, and we become more confident.